the victims of CSE that are referenced in this report. I particularly want to apologise to Sophie. I would never pretend to be able to fully understand what she went through, but it is clear that the council and the police failed in our duty of care towards her, both when she was a child and through our subsequent responses to her as an adult, and for that I am truly sorry. I will be writing to all the victims in this report to offer an apology and to meet in person if they wish to discuss their experiences and learn how we can improve further. It is clear that at the time, the council and the police did not understand enough about this horrendous crime and how best to support and protect its victims. Much has changed since then. We've learnt from similar reports and reviews elsewhere in the country, from changes to national guidance and from best practice, and the way we deal with victims of this terrible abuse is now completely different. The report findings show that from 2011, the council was trying hard to tackle CSE and improve the way that we do things. In 2019, when Oldham Council asked for this review to take place, this was in response to local concerns and around how the council and the police had historically tackled CSE in Oldham. Central to those concerns was the allegation that there was a cover-up between Oldham Council and Greater Manchester Police and that we actively hid this dreadful abuse. The report clearly states that nobody sought to cover up this terrible crime and that in fact the council was working hard to address it. It also very clearly highlights that senior councillors and officers were claiming their drive to improve social care. The council knew that CSE and grooming were a growing area of concern. A dedicated team of social workers working together with the police was set up in response to this. We were one of the first councils in the country to build this into a multi-agency safeguarding hub to deal with a wide range of severe abuse and neglect. We acted to disrupt businesses like shisha bars and other unlicensed premises where we would thought these crimes may have been committed. But the powers we had to work with weren't strong enough. Similarly, the national guidance that determines who can be given a taxi licence was also not strong enough to weed out potential perpetrators of sexual abuse. While we tried to root out anyone who may have been at risk, we should have been more robust in removing licences in a small number of cases. I can say categorically that this would not happen today. Our review processes are much more robust and drivers must have a criminal record check twice a year. In 2014, Ofsted held Oldham Council up as an example of leading the field in Greater Manchester for tackling CSE. We even developed a play that told schools called Somebody's Daughter, Somebody's Sister, which was shown to thousands of school children to teach them about the dangers of CSE and grooming. We didn't shy away from this issue, and we don't shy away from it today. The report recognises much of this work, but it does state that the political drive to improve did not always translate into good practice on the ground. Over the course of 2011 to 2014, over 11,000 referrals were made into Oldham Children's Social Care. The vast majority of those children received the support they needed and were kept safe. The report references some of the commendable work of our social workers in children's home, but it is clear that this wasn't true for all children, and one child let down is one child too many. It is absolutely imperative that our residents have confidence in those people that work to protect our children. Our social workers today do an unbelievable job in some very challenging circumstances with some very vulnerable people. But we have to be honest about the challenges they face, and these are challenges faced by social workers up and down the country, not just in Oldham. Our number one job is keeping children safe, but the scale of that task is immense. We have more children in need of social care today than ever before. To use an example, if you think of the Etihad Stadium, the children of Oldham will more than fill all of the stands of that stadium. We have 59,000 children and young people in Oldham. And those that are currently looked after and open to social care would fill the whole of the away end. That is 3,100 children that are currently suffering or at risk of abuse or neglect. We currently have over 600 referrals into social care each month, and our social workers work day and night to improve the lives of these children. I want to reassure people that we have not stood still, be it from 2006, 2011, 2014 or 2019 when this review was launched. Changes have already been made. due to the work we've done ourselves, updates in national guidance and best practice, and findings from other reviews that have been carried out in towns and cities up and down the country. The way we work today is different and it's improved to how the council worked then, and these improvements have been recognised by Ofsted and others. The messenger service highlighted in the report was replaced in 2014, and the team have since moved into what we call our complex safeguarding hub. That team sits within Greater Manchester Police to ensure we're fully coordinated and can quickly act on all information we're given. We now have dedicated training officers for schools to teach young people about the signs of abuse and how to report them, with thousands of Oldham students undergoing these sessions last year. Licensing procedures have changed nationally so that no person who has been convicted of a sexual offence can be granted a taxi licence, and more safeguarding checks happen at taxi ranks and offices. All our elected members also now undergo mandatory safeguarding training, including specific training around CSE. These are some of the ways we have improved, but we are not complacent. Keeping children safe is a battle we face every single day. We are constantly learning, constantly evolving, and it is a journey of continuous improvement. As a relatively new leader of Oldham Council, I've been clear that children and young people are my number one priority. We need to focus on making the town a better place for them as they grow up. Our role is to provide children and young people every chance to live the lives they deserve and the life they want to live. And that means making Oldham safer, it means investing in things like children's centres and activities for families, and improving the grades that our young people are achieving. We can't turn back time and take away the experiences that young people of the past have had, but we can focus absolutely on making things better for children today and commit to work every single day to ensure that failings of the past are never repeated. We know that some people will be distressed by what they hear today, and we're here to help. We've put in place a dedicated team of people who are professionally trained to support anyone who wants to report historic abuse, and we will be offering support. All contact details are on our website and on social media. But I also believe that looking after our most vulnerable young people is the responsibility of everybody. And if you see something that concerns you, please report it to either the council or the police so we can make it stop. Wherever a report is made, we will ensure people receive the support they need and deserve, and we will continue to work tirelessly with the police to help bring those responsible to justice. Thank you.